Hi.
Hi.
What are
Hi.
you doing? What are you
Hi.
doing there, Steve,
I'm
you
resting.
rascal?
I'm resting.
Steve's getting ready to pass out. He's what time? You go to bed at what? About 6 o'clock in the evening, usually, something like that.
I lay down. I don't go to sleep till about 8:30, 9.
It's still kind of early, Steve. That's like
Sorry.
Papaw. That's like
I'm
Papaw's schedule.
I'm getting to Papo age.
Well, you are old enough to be a Papaw. There's a girl I went to school with that had 2 grandkids within 1 month, and I'm way younger than you. So,
Way.
um, but yeah, we're back yet again for our series of CREEPSHOW reviews. And this is episode 5. And anybody that hasn't checked all of them out, we have done every episode so far. There's a total of 6. The finale is next week. The review is, at least. These came out back last fall, and I'm just now checking them out because AMC is showing all this stuff just because they don't have anything to show. With the pandemic and all that, all the shows were canceled.
Oh.
Wonder how that's going to affect The Walking Dead. I don't care at all.
Well, they got that new show. I don't know if they filmed it, that Walking Dead World Beyond or something.
Right.
So if they shot some of that, they'll go ahead and show that. It was only going to be a 2-season show anyway, so about 20 episodes, and that'd be it.
That's all The Walking Dead should have been, actually. It's been going on for 10 years.
Yeah, no one gives a shit no more. I'm done.
Yeah, I have no interest at all in that.
So. I watch those catch-up shows every once in a while. You know, when they start a new season, they'll show a catch-up show, so you can watch. You can watch everything in like one thing, and it tells you everything you need to know, and you're done within about an hour.
It's like a montage show.
Yes.
Survivor, they get them to do the music in those shows, I heard.
Yeah.
So, one thing that came out today, Steve, we can mention briefly. I know you're excited about the new collector's edition of Event Horizon. That is coming out this fall.
With a slipcase.
And I'm sorry to the poor cocksucker that paid $240 for that Vincent Price box set. When I sold it on eBay, that's back out too.
Wow. I have that.
Well, you should sell the motherfucker right now, Steve.
I don't know. I think the news is out.
Well, there might be a chance. Sell it for $100.
Yeah.
Or buy it. Anyway, we've been kind of overall kind of positive for the CREEPSHOW TV series so far, but that's going to end today. Because episode 5, which included the episodes Night of the Paw and Times is Tough in Musky Holler, baby. Hard time, if you will. That episode in particular was terrible. I don't know. I was reading other people's reviews on it today so I could say what the fuck it was about. It was that bad. I'm like, it's almost like Uwe Boll come out of retirement to shoot this short movie for CREEPSHOW.
It had the most, the second episode, that Musky Hollow or whatever, Holla, was, had the most of the cartoon drawings to explain the story of anyone I've seen so far.
Well, at least it had that.
Yeah, I mean, you needed it.
We'll talk about it. We'll go in order here. Both of these episodes, from what I understand, was directed by John Harrison. So I don't know if they just run out of people that they could get that would do this on a budget other than him. But first episode, Night of the Paw, which stars Bruce Davison, who's been in a little bit of everything. I was looking him up. He's been in a ton of TV shows, all the way back to the original Tales from the Dark Side TV show back in the early to mid 80s. He did the X-Men movies. Lords of Salem was another genre movie that he did. He's done a lot of stuff. He's the star in it. From what I can remember, he works at a funeral home, and he comes in contact with this woman who is a murderer. And when you think you know all the answers, Bruce Davison changes the questions for you. That's what it's saying. And it involves a little paw, that eventually its fingers go up one by one until it flips you off. And
yeah,
it's kind of like a supernatural. Yeah. Been finger fucking its papaw for too long. That paw was and lost a finger. But this episode was okay. That's all I could say. I would never watch this one again ever in my life.
The only thing that I would say it was okay. You kind of knew anytime they mention something about a paw, it's always the monkey paw story. So the wishes are going to go bad. But that one time when she threw it in the fire and he got it and he caught on fire, that was some of the fakest looking shit I ever seen.
Yeah, that looks like something you could do on like Sony Vegas 8 from like 2005 or something. Like add like PNG files over it with fire and shit.
I guess they didn't want to spend the extra money to get a stuntman and get him on fire.
Can't do that. Well, you can tell with the last couple of episodes, like I'm hoping they kind of redeem themselves with the finale.
You would hope.
This one, like I wrote on my notes in big bold letters here. I don't know if you can read my writing. Worst of the series by far was this episode, and the next one up is Tough Times in Musky Holler, which they do have. David Arquette makes appearance, former WCW World Champion, is in there, and Deputy Dewey, who is happy to come back in Scream 5.
Of course, he's a wrestler now, man.
He is, yeah. He's even taking a little bit of steroids so he can get in shape.
He's pretty good. I mean, I've seen him wrestle. He's not bad for a 47-year-old man with bad tattoos. That's
true. Got those, Floyd County Detention Center tattoos.
Got a lot of words on him.
So, like, Tough Times in Musky Hollow involves a rural, small country town, much like the city of Prestonsburg.
Yes.
And how some of the people are sick of the local politics. And this actually involves some of the dead people as well. There's zombies in this town here.
What's that guy's name?
The
main guy that he keeps repeating his name that I can't remember.
I can't remember it. Let me tell you something. Like, I don't know. I swear to God, this episode had Uwe Boll syndrome. Like, it just seemed like, I don't know if he just didn't take credit for this and he came back and did this, but I could not follow a damn thing that was going on in this.
Well, those cartoons or comic panels told the story. I think half of this was the comic panels. There was a tremendous amount of green screen to make you think that they didn't want to spend a lot of money on this at all. This, I think, might have been the most lowest budget of any of those episodes.
Well, it was definitely the shortest as well. I think it was less than 15 minutes or something.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. It seemed very, very quick. And, there was a couple of cool practical effects at the end, but the majority of it was, like you just didn't know what the hell they were doing.
Yeah, the gore sequences and stuff like that was okay. But other than that, just let it be. And it was only 15 minutes, but it felt like it was much longer.
Yeah.
I would say that's by far the worst episode of the entire show so far. I can't think of anything even close to that, at least for me.
No, I can't remember. I would have to, as far as my memory goes, I would have to say it. Yes, that's pretty bad.
It's pretty horrible.
I think if you team the Night of the Paw or whatever with another story, I think that would have elevated it a little bit or made it seem a little bit better than it was. But this one, the second story, pretty much shit the bed for the whole episode.
I think it would have been better if they would have just drawn out the Night of the Paw episode a little bit longer and just made that the entire show.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end they just kind of I'm not going to give anything away, but the wishes at the end were like boom, boom, boom. You know, I mean, especially the first two wishes were like, and that was it. So I mean, yes, they got to stretch that out a little bit more.
So yeah, this was terrible. This whole episode, like I wasn't a big fan. Like Bruce Davison too. Like he just seems like one of those guys that's been in every damn thing, and it's almost like he hurts whatever he's in. Almost like he's oh, it's that guy from fucking. He was in General Hospital or something back in the day.
I don't know. He seems like he'd do anything. I mean, he's a journeyman actor kind of guy.
That's for sure. He's 137 years old. He was in shit in the 60s. I was looking back.
Mm-hmm.
So, nothing else really that's interesting about this episode at all. This episode sucks. I'll be like Jim Cornette. Fuck it.
Yeah.
We'll
go make it up as we go.
I might burn these. This is like AEW Stampede pissed off. So, what do they call it? The Stampede Brawl or something like that?
No, it's the Stadium Stampede.
Stadium Stampede. Jim Cornette pissed off. That's me. So, that is it for CREEPSHOW episode 5. Hope everybody enjoyed the review. It was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that this thing's out on Blu-ray. That episode in particular. I would wish a Blu-ray disc rot on that disc.
Uh-oh, the monkey paw.
Yeah.
He's curling up one.
Here's to you, monkey paw.
Oh.
All right. Until next time, I'm the Creepy Kentuckian.
I'm B.
And we'll see y'all.
So cool.
Bye, everybody. Stop recording this.